Happy Thanksgiving! This is DJ Adam01time coming to you from the one and only Atek Grid Police Station here, Norrigan Hills there. That's right, Norrigan Hills Police Station. I guess this is the day that the United States celebrates the Thanksgiving of, I guess, plentiful bounty. There's other reasons why, but we'll get on to that. So, still in the headline news is the Ferguson, Missouri. It saddens me that you know that we can indict an inanimate object. Yes, the grand jury is allowed to indict a bologna sandwich, and could not indict Mr. Wilson. But you want to know what? I wasn't there, so I don't know about Mr. Wilson's situation. I do know one thing, that every 28 hours, a black man is killed by the police. That's right. Every 28 hours. Now you throw in all the other ethnic races and whites and reds and purples and greens, whatever, yellows. This is an alarming rate of deaths by police. 12-year-old boy playing with a toy gun, shot. Go look at the footage. It's terrible. I'm not even going to put that up here on the show. It's just disgraceful. I know if I was a police officer, I would take the bullet from a 12-year-old before I would shoot him. It's just the way I am. I'm sorry. When I was in the Marine Corps, you had to take that chance sometimes in order to respect the people that you're invading, I guess. So the big news in Europe. Before we get on to the wonderful stuff that I have in here today, some of the top of the subjects are obviously in the real life is Google going to be broken apart over in Europe because of their monopoly laws. Is Google too big, and how will that affect things? Another thing that we're going to bring up today is that's right, sex in the in-worlds, and that's something that we're always going to bring. And they're going to do me landing at Atek and my favorite, my little movies and stuff. And so hey, let's get started today. Google. So what's going on with Google? We got Google over there in the Google's over there in the other countries doing their thing, and they claim that they're too big. Well, I don't know what I can do about that, but if you're too big, is that a problem? And how is that going to affect our cloud servers? Is it right? Is it wrong to become monopolized? And are you so big that that you don't allow anybody else to start up? I know some people would say that Second Life is that way, YouTube is that way, or is it just the product? Now we all know Google has a pretty good product, but and I actually had somebody claim the other day that, wow, that search engine gives me everything that I don't want. Well, actually, it does. It does. It goes by the amount of hits, which doesn't mean you're actually going to get what you want. A search engine isn't about the correct information. And I get this all the time. I search for something, I just cannot get the correct information or the information I'm looking for. Well, there's a reason for that. It's about the advertisers. So, if you want to know how to do the correct brain surgery, I don't know if you're going to find that in Google right off the bat. You're probably going to find a lot of people that supply tools and a lot of stuff like that and a lot of medical stuff before you actually get down to probably the PDF on the actual procedure. Okay, enough of that. Send me in your replies on that. Give me your comments on that about all this stuff. I really would like to know about it. So, okay, here we are. Thanksgiving. How are you going to have your Thanksgiving in the virtual world? Are you actually going to sit down and enjoy your Thanksgiving? Do you have people that you're going to get together? We all kind of get together and have one, or is this a time for real life? Where you say, "Hey, I'm out of the world. I'm not dealing with this stuff," or is it a wonderful break from your second, world? I really, I myself will be going over to some friends and enjoying a huge turkey. It's something I do. And because, I'm not going to cook. I will help them do the dishes, but I'm not going to cook it over here. And not only that, they do a great job. So, is it about getting together, or was Thanksgiving truly about the first rebellion of the settlers in the New World against England? For year after year, England sent 5 ships, and the Jamestown's people could barely fill 1 ship sent back every year. But they got paid for 5 ships. In order to live there. And 5 ships of supplies, and they would send 1 ship back. Then they had this bountiful harvest, and they could fill more than 5 ships, and they demanded to be paid for that. And England said, sorry, you're not getting paid for that. So the other side of the story is, if you go look back there, it says they filled 5 ships, and then they had a beautiful. They sat down, and they ate, and didn't send it. I think it was their first rebellions, but that's you'll have to dig deep into the true history from other sides of the world, not from the United States side. That said, I had a great day yesterday. I popped into this grid. I hope I call it right. Let me look the name up again. Another one of the grids that's done by the wonderful people that bring you the Tangle Grid is Atek. That's right, Atek. And so I took a time, made an account, and I popped in there, and saw a couple of people there, and quickly made some friends. And it was really nice. I don't know if the Vivox server was working at the time. I couldn't get voice to talk, and I'm sure and I know that's simple enabling in your sim. So there may have been something gone, may have been Vivox down, who knows? But it seems to be an exciting little world to pop into, and you know what? And it's growing. If you want to catch the boom, I would jump in there and check out Atek. It's really nice. And again, I didn't have this problem about making a password. I got to use the passwords that I like to use, and that's a big deal. Deal with people that let you create your password because it's your password. Well, another one on the topic is Oculus Rift. I think I've had a chance to use Oculus Rift. As a matter of fact, I was going to get involved with actually, working on that code, that SDK that they put out in order to make it for the Linux stuff. But they didn't want to send me a free Oculus Rift headset for me to test it on. So, and I'm not dropping the $350, $400, whatever they want for this thing. It's just not going to happen. So I did wear it. I enjoyed it. It was a good experience. The problem is I don't like stuff on my face. To this day, I still do not like stuff on my face. I want to be able to, in a minute, look to the left, grab the phone. Well, you probably could grab the phone, but I will still want to be able to conscious of my other parts of my surroundings. So I still wait for the holograph room or something like that. To me, even though you do see more and you're inside it, at the same time I felt blinded. I don't know. I'm sure technology is going to get past that, and I think it's going to be I think it's obviously going to be a tool. They've sold 400,000 of them. Whatever. And then there's a Chinese knockoff one that's coming out. People say, is it going to be as good? Who cares? Oculus is probably, who knows where Oculus is being made anyways, who knows? I mean, really, how many transistor makers are there? I don't know. But if you do, send me a message. Let me know exactly where they're coming from. I'll put it out here for you. And on to our next subject. That's right. We're going to talk about sex. Ooh, sex. Sex in the virtual world. Well, and I know, people, I'm not going to pixel, but we're going to talk about a TV. That's right. A TV. And this TV allows us to watch all kinds of different things. I did notice that Second Life squelchered whatever the Putlocker one, where I get to watch most of my free movies. It won't allow the automatic play to work on that. even after I rebuilt the WebKit, make sure it would, but it didn't. There is a channel called Naughty Machinima. That's right, Naughty Machinima. And it's, well, as you see here, is it pornography or is it not pornography? Is it right? Is it wrong? Who are we to say what one pixel's beauty is, one pixel isn't? Is sex ugly? Is sex good? Is it right? Is it wrong? In here. And we're going to explore this, and we're going to explore this in a good way, and not a bad way. As I was a young man growing up, I was told sex was good, and you should experience the best sides of sex that you can. But as we know, as we get older, our minds are more vivid, and we know more, and we have more thoughts, we have more experiences. So the brain translates a lot of pictures in our minds as though we were a child today. To me, it does. I get that experience of being a child, seeing something new when I'm in the virtual worlds. So when we see a Naughty Machinima, these are two characters. These are actually two people taking their avatars and doing these things together. Is it the movie, or is it the act of the two people that are doing the video, actually, you know? And I would really like to hear your comments on that. I, myself, personally see art in everything, and I also see bad art. I don't care. I've been to some art museums and looked at this stuff, and things don't hit me right. So, hey, you know what? Whatever pulls your wagon, you know, if it is, it isn't. One of my favorite shows that I watched it last night, and I pulled it up on Footlocker, and yeah, I know, they say it's one of those sites where you shouldn't go to and stuff, but you know what? I enjoy it. And sat back with my partner and we watched Contraband. That's right, Contraband. It's rated R. I mean, 'cause it's a little bit violent. The story kind of gets dark in a couple places, but wow, I was really on the edge watching the show most of the time. I think it was a great show, and I really enjoyed it. And you guys might want to check it out. You know, go check out Footlocker and check that out. The other one that my animation choice of the day was you know what, I dragged it, I got it, and watched it, and you know what, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Wow, I thought Train Your Dragon 1 was good, but How to Train Your Dragon How to Train Your Dragon 2. Oh, okay, all right. I cried. I had some tears. No, it's a wonderful story, and it really is. And I really believe that there's a lot of cool things that come out of that thing. And that is my choice for this week. And I want to tell everybody out there, happy Thanksgiving. And we'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you've enjoyed the show. Please, if you know anybody with a grid, anybody that's got some great news, hey, all you got to do is hit my YouTube. If you've got something you want to say, click down there. Take your finger right now on my YouTube and click subscribe. That's right. Click subscribe. Get in there. Get in my box. Let me know. You know, hey, get rowdy if you want. I don't care. Remember, I'm a pacifist, and I've been known to pacifist, and that's the way we get along. So, nonviolent, but hey, we're not going to get run over. You all make the show, and I'm just here to convey what you all have to say. Hey, you have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope all them turkeys get pardoned, man. Hey, alrighty, have a great day.